Something that is extremely important to me, and I think I've made it fairly obvious on this channel, but maybe it's the first time you're watching, is God is literally my Father. And I am about my Father's business. And his business is often strange things, because his business is to advance the kingdom of heaven here on earth as it is in heaven. Whereas in everybody else's agenda is advance their kingdom here on earth. And it's a very different thing. And I would say most Christians in this world are here to advance their own kingdom. I'm here to be about my Father's business and advance his kingdom. And there has always been people on this earth that have been like that. And the Bible refers to them as the remnant. Those people who are about their Father's business. Those people who say, you know what, the rest of the world is focusing on their kingdom. And as I sit in church and I look around, I don't really see anybody like me. I see a bunch of people who are saying the right things, but they're not producing any fruit. They're saying the right things, but they're not actually doing anything for anybody other than themselves. And the Bible says there is always a remnant. Always, always. Not sometimes. There is always a remnant on this earth. Examples of that were, those who built the wall around Jerusalem were referred to as the remnant. While they were fighting people, some of them had to literally build with one hand and fight with the other with a sword in their hand. Those were the remnant while everybody else was afraid to do that. The group of Israelites that were not afraid to conquer giants and cross that Jordan and defeat and conquer and take Israel just like prophecy said it was. There's always a remnant here. And if you believe you're part of that remnant, it's important that we unite. We are scattered. The Bible tells us that we're scattered, but we will unite in the end times. I believe it's extremely important that we unite and be about our Father's business. And I've traveled around this country just meeting like-minded people. And then I spent most of my time in Missouri just calling out, saying, hey, we're going to meet once a month here in Centerview, Missouri. If you can meet. And then through that, what we've done is united with Standing the Gap Ministries, where we're feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, getting into the prisons, getting into all these places that are dark, that, your average Christian, you're not going in a prison. All they're going to do is go home on Sunday and kick back in their recliner and do whatever the heck they want to do for the rest of the week. And God's looking for different people. So this video is to say that we're going to Montana. So we've been meeting the first Saturday of every month in Centerview, Missouri. September 2nd, the first Saturday of September, we are going to meet in Billings, Montana. We're not going there to visit and see mountains. We're going there to feed hungry people, to feed the homeless, to take care of the widows, orphans, and start a ministry there to get into the prisons, house homeless people, house prisoners coming out of jail, house families that can't afford housing, begin to take care of the least of these, because the churches in Billings are not doing that. So the remnant is required, and God said go to Billings. So this is where we're heading. And he didn't just say it to me and my ministry, he said it to Joe and his ministry too. So September 2nd at North Park, we're going to be in Billings, Montana. There's a gazebo there. We're going to be there all day, but we're going to definitely go have this meeting at, I guess it'll be 5 o'clock Mountain Time, 6 o'clock Central Time. So if you can join us, we'll be in Billings, Montana, September 2nd. And I'm going to say, if you want to come join us, I recommend you don't. If you feel called by God to come join us, I highly recommend you be obedient to that thing and see what it is God's about to do. So there you go. If you think you're going to be there, put it below. But we're going to be in Billings, Montana, September 2nd. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel. The Patreon link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests. So never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.